when the reality, like, everybody's not gonna be married. That's just what it's gonna be. So I mean, I don't know.
I think that's the whole thing. I think that's what conversations like these are created to do, is to sort of take the idea of marriage off of the throne, like Pre said. Just make an idol of it. Because we're single, and that's great, and it's wonderful, and it's beautiful, and it has its benefits. And then when you get married, it's wonderful, it's beautiful, it has its benefits. Like, it is what it is. Like, it's the same thing. It's just it's just
a
different.
state. The goal is contentment.
And
whatever state you're in.
That's the point, right? Yo, if I want to be married, if I get married, man, great. If I don't, great. Period.
I mean, I still want to be
but no, there's nothing wrong with it. And there's some people that'll say, oh man, I never want to be married.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely
and
nothing wrong with
I think some people default to that because they're single for so long.
So they think it's never
be honest.
I feel like if you are graced to be single if you're going to be single your whole life, there's a grace for you to do that.
Absolutely.
Just like if you're married, there's going to be a grace for you to be successfully married.
That's good.
I think that's it. Like, God ain't going to hold you in this crazy place of contention. There might be some contention, but like, I don't think it'll be overwhelming. I just don't believe that. I just don't serve a God who would do that. I don't think he would be like that.
I think it's both extremes. I don't think anybody
extremes.
sells it or presents it in a practical way.
Yeah.
It's either this is the best thing ever and we don't have problems, or don't do it, this sucks, you're gonna have to go through all this stuff, you don't have the character, they're not saved enough, yada yada yada. There's like
I think it's supposed to help us with contentment, but it really doesn't.
It's like
it's like, I don't have the truth. I don't care what you're saying. I don't have the truth, and that's not gonna take away me desiring marriage and wanting to be married. Or you're gonna make me resent it. It's one of the two.
Because for me, it's like, okay, then why did you get married? For one, or for
where were you at?
And like, how are you staying married?
How are you staying married if it's that bad? Like, if that's what it looks like. Or were you in the place that you're telling me that I need to be at for me to get married?
Or what were some things that you wish you knew before you got married? Tell me that at least. Like, I wish I knew this before I got married. Like, yes, it's beautiful and it was great for this time, but this is hard. This is really,
and these are the things nobody talks about because everybody glazes over it.
Yeah, no one wants their marriage and their stuff. It's like, all right, me and my husband, we got into a really bad argument, and then I left, and then he came back or whatever. And it's like, what was the argument about then?
But then it's funny because then Hollywood will like really embellish on the other spectrum. So it'll
they do too.
And be like, he beat me,
exactly.
He cheated on me, he spit on me,
everything possible.
And let's keep it up.
Versus like, he forgot to pick up my food on the way home and I'm pissed.
But let's keep it $1.50. Both things happen. There's relationships where there've been babies outside of the marriage. There's been relationships where there's been domestic violence, there's been physical violence, there's been manipulation, there's been deceit, there's all types of stuff. And then there's also, I'm angry at him because he didn't pick my food up.
He forgot to take the meat out the freezer. He's selfish. Just because he's selfish doesn't mean he just went and cheated. It's just like he doesn't think about me, and that's a problem.
Big time.
Sure, exactly.
So, and then you do have those marriages that are Kool-Aid comes out of the water faucet, and everything is just, they just click. It's rare, but it happens.
Because when you do look at a couple like that, you think it's not real. Like, no, there's some stuff. There's something going on.
May not be.
And it's just like, no, we just know how to communicate our differences. Like, that's just it. We know how to communicate.
And I think what's dejecting is that normally when I see that, it's in older couples. So I'll be like, dang, do I have to go through 15
to get to that place?
And then maybe I'm too old to really enjoy that. Maybe some things don't work and I can't really bask in that. You know what I'm saying?
Just now though, like, help us get to a place of wholeness while we're single, so we don't have to take our partner through the mud. Like, some things about yourself that you realize that had not been worked through before you got married. That's what I want to hear about. And like, what are some character things that really hindered your marriage because you came into the marriage like this?
And maybe people don't want to share because they're still in those spaces and they can't like speak on that with integrity
about that. Just say, yo, I'm still working on it. Like, I'm still selfish and I'm working through it. I'm not as selfish as I was the day I got married.
One one thing you talked about this on Facebook when you talked about impatience, like that. I don't think I don't think that works on it. I don't think that's just a patience thing. Sometimes that's just in life where you may be like, yo, I'm ready. And then you get into that space and you're like, oh my God, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Where you may not have otherwise known that there were some things that you should have dealt with when you were single. Had you not been brushed up.
Man, because you don't know what's going to come out. Especially, that happens while you're dating too.
Sure. Absolutely.
But that's the other thing too. Like, I think because of the culture of this, like this throwaway thing. And so, like, if God speaks to a thing or he shows you an opportunity, you pursue it, and now you're locked in, then once you get brushed up against, because you are going to get brushed up against, it's like, whoa, this is not what I thought. We shouldn't be married anymore. Yeah. It's like, no, that's probably not the response. That it's like, okay, how do we work through this versus like throw it away. I wasn't ready. Like,
who gave their life to the Lord and knew exactly what he was going to get?
Never. He ain't show me a lick of nothing from the beginning.
Yeah. But I think that's kind of the point.
Listen.
Do you date somebody on the first date? You know everything about them by the end of the day? Of course not.
That takes time. And it's levels.
Another point too. That doesn't stop at marriage. I'm of the belief that you can never get to the end of a person. You can spend the rest of your life with them. You can be married to them and still not know all there is to know about them.
Because they're still growing and evolving.
Exactly. They're changing. And they don't know.
You
all
know
there
them
is to know at
28.
Yeah.
You know them at 34. You don't know them at 56.
That's right.
Like, you have to just keep learning, and that's part of the fun.
Yeah.
But then
that's good.
some stuff you learn and you like.
You're like, I wish I wouldn't have.
Oh, okay. Well, like, do me learning this. Yeah.